Yo everyone, welcome to Student Gateway. So today we are here with another exciting opportunity and hope you guys are doing well, having a great time. So if you're new to our channel, kindly consider subscribing to our channel. Do hit the bell icon as well so that you don't miss any of the upcoming update. And we are just aiming 50 likes on this video, so please hit the like button as well. So in this video we'll be talking about New Zealand Government Scholarship 2022. It's a fully funded scholarship. Recently we did a post about a New Zealand Government Scholarship, and now in this video we are going to explain each and every step, how you can process your application, how you can find out your eligibility, and all the different scenarios. So this video is going to be, I think, a bit lengthy, but I would recommend you to watch this complete video to understand the whole process. New Zealand Government Scholarship 2022, and it's a fully funded scholarship funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and it is for bachelor's, master's, PhD and doctoral level of studies as well. There is no application fees, which is a good thing, and almost 650 scholarships have been generated for students, and a New Zealand scholarship will change your life, career, studies, plans and everything, as this is the best scholarship in EU, European Union. Almost 130 countries are participating in this scholarship, so definitely your country will be within these 130 countries. If you talk about the country, it's New Zealand, bachelor's, master's, PhD, 650, fully funded. Level of studies, undergraduate, postgraduate, and the duration of the studies are written with them, so you have to check out, and you have to first of all understand that if you meet the criteria or not. Scholarship coverage: full tuition fees covered, living allowance, established allowance, medical and travel insurance, and return tickets and many other things. If a scholarship is funded by the government and it states in the name that it's a fully funded scholarship, then you just don't need to worry about anything. Participating universities, these are the list of the participating universities right here. And if we talk about the eligible countries, these are the eligible countries. You have to find out your country within this list, like if it's from Pacific, if it's from Commonwealth, Bangladesh, India and Pakistan are right here. If you're from Asian countries, which are not included in the Commonwealth countries, so these are the difference between Asian countries and Commonwealth countries, African countries, Caribbean countries, Latin American countries. So you have to find out your countries within these names. If you talk about the eligibility criteria, should be from above mentioned eligible countries, which is a mandatory thing. Your stay at your home country, basically they are trying to say that if you are from Panama, then you are supposed to be living in Panama while applying for the scholarship. Work experience according to your studies and age. They are basically talking about if you have a degree and then you are applying for postgraduate or master's studies, and if you have a study gap, then you have to fill that gap with your work experience. Your intended study aligns to your academic and your country, so it's a common thing. If you talk about the deadline, basically the deadline varies from country to country, and which is changed, which you will be understanding in a bit. How you're supposed to apply, you just need to kind of click on this link right here. I'll be giving this link in the description below. So when you click on this link, the process of application for different countries and the dates of application for different countries are different. If you talk about group 1, these are the countries in group 1, you are supposed to apply online. If you talk about group 2, you are supposed to apply through paper-based applications, and the dates of applications are listed right here. So unique process with application. And if we talk about Samoa Foundation, so things better changed. If you talk about Commonwealth countries or group 4, unique process of application form. And so let's just click on unique, not this one, let's just click on this link right here. So this is for the 5th step, but let's go from the first step so that we can find out. So first of all, you have to find out your country, which I think you have found it out in this list. So if you have your country in this list, like for example Commonwealth countries, and I'm from Pakistan, so okay, I am. If you are a citizen, then let's go to the next step. When we go to the next step, the age requirements, the immigration and visa requirement, academic and English requirement. We are talking about IELTS and different things. Scholars must contribute to their country's development, work experience requirements for New Zealand scholars. So you have to check these things if you meet these things or not. If you do meet these things, then you are supposed to go to the third step. When you go to the third step, and then you have to give priority to applicants who choose one of our recommended subjects called sectors on the application forms. Below we list the study subjects we recommend for each eligible countries or region. We suggest you to research how your proposed field of studies would relate to one of these subjects. So these research will help you complete your scholarship application form. On the application form, you need to describe how your preferred course relate to one of our recommended study subjects, describe the skill, knowledge, and this and that. So if you go to the Commonwealth countries, for these countries, they are thinking, they are planning students and getting students for these kind of fields: climate change science, natural water and biosecurity, renewable energy, governance and okay, done. So if we talk about Cox Island, they are looking for these kind of scholars, so they are recommending you to study in these criterias, in these subjects. And if you don't want these subjects, you can still go and fill out the application, but you have to then clarify them more and more, that why you haven't choose the application or the subjects they have described and why you have chosen another subject. It's not mandatory that you should definitely choose this subject. So after doing this, let's go to the next step: research approved education institutions and their course catalogs. As you can see, they are giving you external links to the universities of your choices, and you can find out courses within these universities. 3 institutes of technologies to choose from. Do more research on the New Zealand websites, and so eligible Pacific citizens can choose to study at specific universities. So these are the external links of the universities, and I would recommend you to understand which universities is good for you and which university is not, and which university is easy for you to apply, and to which university you can easily come and complete their criteria. So how to apply for a New Zealand scholarship? This is the 5th step which we were talking about. Basically, application process, as I told you before earlier in this video, that application process is kind of different from country to country. Like for example, Commonwealth countries, and if we go down here, and as you can see, you just need to kind of click on this link. Commonwealth countries have a third agency, a nominating agency, you can say. When we go right here to 5 or 6 Pakistan, it's HEC, Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. It's a department, it's a government department, it's a head office or whatever the thing is. But if you want to get selected for the New Zealand scholarship, HEC is the organization you are supposed to contact. If you go on Google and write down, for example, HEC New Zealand scholarship, okay, so as you can see, I believe that I'm 100% sure that they haven't updated their sites, and New Zealand scholarships, the scholarship provide this and that, and yes, they haven't updated their site. If it basically they will update their site soon, and when they update their site, then you are supposed to apply through HEC web portal, and from there on you can just go, as you can see, 1 year this comment. So they haven't updated their site yet. So this is how the application process will work, and it will be different for different countries. And if you talk about India, let me find out India, Kenya and India. Ministry of Human Resource Development, Department of Higher Education and External Scholarship Division, West Block, 2nd floor wing, New Delhi. So you are supposed to go to their website, and when you go to their website, then you are supposed to go and contact these different focal persons and ask them about the scholarship and the process. So when we come back to this page, the application process for Latin Americans is different, and it is different for African countries, Asian countries, and different countries have different procedures. When we go to India, then you have to I cannot read Hindi, but you can just go and find out how the procedure will be working. But you cannot apply to the scholarship if you are within these countries, within these Commonwealth countries, because Commonwealth countries have given authorities to Ministry of Education, Ministry of Public Services, Department of Territory Education Financing, and Cameroon and Dominica and different other countries have partnership with the New Zealand government, and they are saying that we will be giving you the list, the name of the list of scholars which we think that they should be eligible for the criteria. So they can grant you a test, they can interview you, they can reject you, and they can select you. If HEC or the nominating agency within your country selects you, you will be automatically selected for the scholarship. New Zealand will ask nothing from you. So you have to kind of work within your country to get the scholarship. So then when we go to the next steps, how we select scholar, then they are saying that scholarship process and typical days, we screen applicants, we advise you this and that. But if you kind of go from the third parties, like they have nominated HSC for Pakistan, and if HSC nominates you that this is the applicant which we want to introduce, then they can take your interview, and that's it, nothing else. Guidelines we use to select applicants, and almost it's done. Application process is simple and complete, but it depends on your country. Once again, I am repeating, it depends on your country, it depends on the nominating agency that you select, that you get selected or not. It doesn't has any relation, please try to understand that you are not directly applying to the New Zealand Foreign Affairs and Trade. You are applying to the third party. Then the third party will grant you the scholarship or not. They cannot grant you the scholarship, but they can just send your name to the New Zealand Foreign Affairs and Trade that this is the perfect candidates which we think is eligible for the scholarship. So thank you so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, doubts or difficulties, you guys can contact us in the comment sections below. Till then, thank you so much and best of luck.